Is it the core reason that discipline and the nutritious value that you learn just making the water more valuable?
I started in bodybuilding, got connected with the nutraceutical world, got into the field of water treatment technologies.
How are you taking further, and what's your go-to strategy to market it something that is very well established in one region, and then
I don't think it's not necessarily we have to market it that much, because we do live in an age where right now,
like after GCC you don't not going to the west, but instead of you try to reach out to the east first? Is it because of these famous things?
I think that's a really hard, I don't know actually, but
Most people see the outcomes, they don't see the structure behind it, the discipline, the system, the decision that quietly turned the idea into something real. Our guest today comes from different paths, but share the same belief that progress doesn't happen by accident. It's designed, tested, and refined. One approached the problem through science, performance, and precision, questioning how something as basic as hydration could be re-engineered for better human and sustainability. The other focused on bringing those ideas into the real world, translating innovation into adoption, partnerships, and scale across the market. Together, they're building not just a product, but a repeatable way of thinking about wellness, technology, and growth. Today, we are joined by Daniel Hill and Joseph Liu from Aquivio. Well, hello and welcome. This is another episode at Whyscripted, and today we have Daniel and Joe here. So first of all, Daniel, how are you? I'll grab the questions from you, then we'll come to Joseph because he's much more to the expansions, right? So we'll expand the tangent towards you as well, right? So first of all, Daniel, how are you?
Doing wonderful. It's great to be back in Qatar. Last year as a beta startup, but now here in the growth phase.
Yes.
So it's been an exciting year, and of course exciting to reconnect with all the friends we made last year and create new cooperations, opportunities, and expand in the region.
And also, you've been a lot of bringing your presence into a lot of events in the Saudi as well, right? I've seen your speaking slots and the panels at the stages. How was the experience of becoming a CEO of a sustainable product so fast, but you have an experience of building bodies and muscles and everything, right? So how the transitions happen for you?
I mean the process, I guess, the discipline you learn in the sports field, especially on that level when you cross the world championship on the professional stage, it requires discipline. And I think in that sense, having the mindset of bringing in the agility, but at the same time also being very disciplined, while being driven by the really amazing aspirations and visions of the region, is a perfect mix. So there's so much opportunity, and when you really go after it, it's an opportunity once in a lifetime, which is the reason why I currently live in Riyadh, and it's a dream coming true living in the region.
And is it the core reason that discipline and the nutritious value that you learn while building the muscles and everything, that you now move towards something that can help just making the water more valuable, right? Or the drinkables?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, in that sense, it was a consecutive journey. I started in bodybuilding, got connected with the nutraceutical world, got into the field of water treatment technologies. How do we get these nutrients into our body, into our system, and into the cells? Back then for muscle growth, but that's the same for health. And finding our water treatment technology and having this patent with Professor Dr. Ivan Deuce was a big breakthrough with many medical studies, but commercializing it is a completely different level. So that's why I started a company in Taiwan with our amazing team, expanded our factory there last year after our oversubscribed seed round. And now being here in the region where dreams come true, because disruption never happens slowly. It either
Yes.
happens fast or never at all. So
It's like a blast.
right, it's combining health, sustainability, automation, smart machinery, and bridging what we have accomplished with the East and the Middle East I think that's anyways where the power of the economy is shifting towards the world as the global center. So we're at the right time, at the right place, we feel, and it's an honor.
Absolutely. I mean, GCC is being like a central stage for the world to place any disrupted product, right? And you've been into the sustainable market and the industrialization as well, to make sure the equipments that you're making is readily available in all the segments, right, in all the regions. And that's where the Joe comes in, right? So you now are the person who is handling the expansion to the Asian part. So how are you taking further, and what's your go-to strategy to market it something that is very well established in one region, and then you have to transition it to another region?
I don't think it's not necessarily we have to market it that much because we do live in an age where right now, like longevity, health is actually it's like the next wave
Yes.
that we're riding on. So, right now I manage key accounts in Taiwan and I work with our partners in Singapore and also help support our partners in GCC. And we have setting up distributors in Southeast Asia, like Singapore, Malaysia, and Japan. And I think we're all united under this, the ESG aspect of it. But like making it fun and making it like healthy at the same time, which is awesome.
And which country do you like the most? I mean, which specific country do you think is going to be the one key player in the Asian market for the sustainability and the growth, like the product you have?
I think that's a really hard. I don't know actually, but I can say that in Taiwan, we're experimenting. It's like kind of our sandbox. We're experimenting with different types of operators, different type of clients, and experimenting with different type of models, and finding out what works. And we keep A/B testing to find out what has the best, for example, like ROI. And we take that know-how and then we share it with our partners all over the world. And I think so. In that sense, I think Taiwan for now would be the number one.
Yeah, I think that's the most hidden part of the world, because last a few months back, my friend traveled first to Japan, then to Taiwan. I was very fond of Japan because it's
Me too.
very
I love
well
Japan.
marketed, also very clean and everything, and technology and everything. So I'm very fond of Japan. But my friend said, after going to Taiwan right after Japan, I realized Japan is not the only place that is so well developed, right? That is so ahead of time. You should go both, and that's where I created the thought of having a journey to Taiwan as well to explore the market. So in terms of market, for the expansion, you're already doing it. My question is for you: how you evaluated, like after GCC, you don't not going to the west, but instead of you try to reach out to the east first. Is it because of these famous things, or is it something else?
Well, I mean, the journey to land in the Middle East happened pretty much very by itself. I mean, we first of all we had great exposure in Singapore, working at the Microsoft Sports Innovation Center, and been then invited by a delegation from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia to see the market first. And it was my first trip back then. That was 2 years ago. By now, of course, we are an investor in the kingdom, setting up now, doubling down with industrial investment, and it's quite naturally. I think in that sense, it's really important who you are working with and having the right partners and the right ecosystem. And I think for that, being at events like Web Summit, being at the conferences where you expose yourself to this coincidence or this fortunate moment, finding and attracting the right people, that's where you should go and follow not only your heart but also your feelings when you meet those people. And it's all in the spirit of partnership. Without the right partners, I think, especially being in an international market and scaling across many regions and cultures, ultimately it all goes back to communication. And
Absolutely.
so if you get along very well with your partners, you can talk through all the obstacles.
And that's like the core. It's like a marriage. You have the right partners in your business, it would work.
Exactly. Harmony needs to be there. Then it becomes the synergy, and then it becomes the success. And I'm really impressed with the hospitality and the culture here in the region on how friendly people are and welcoming you. And that's ultimately the foundation why startups can, together with great leadership, the vision, the capital, and all the components and ingredients to make these success stories happen. And we want to see how far we can go. And for me, definitely, that's my focus point here right now.
Definitely, definitely. Talking about success story, let's explore more of the fallbacks, right? How do you tackle any of the setbacks that you had in the past couple of years?
I would think the biggest challenges that you see over the years. I mean, it is certainly not easy, right? We integrate hardware, software, and consumable production, right?
Yes.
It's fully vertically integrated. So sometimes people can almost not grasp that we were able to do all of this. But on the other side, it speaks for Taiwan being so capital efficient that
Yes.
we were able to bootstrap to market launch, then even become to an industrial stage with just 2 rounds of external funding. And now everything is accelerating so fast that I think the biggest challenges are realizing that these challenges are existing because of scaling so fast.
Yes.
And you don't even know as a founder, and probably it's good you don't know, because it takes away a lot of hours of your sleep every day and probably years of your
Yes,
life.
yes.
But it's definitely an investment that is so well worth it. And I think from another side, what is the challenges you want to highlight, Joe?
I think the challenges that I faced were actually solved really well by the support that Daniel and the team showed me. I think just like Daniel said before, a lot of the challenges I faced was actually building the relationships. We're starting something with our partners in different countries. And when I first came on, I told Daniel, hey, look, we're selling something that's high ticket and not many people have seen this. But if you just give me the support, send me a machine, give me a machine, send me to this country, let me go meet the people. And I promise you, maybe we'll have something started. And they took the gamble on me, and they fully supported me in doing this, and even came along with on multiple trips. And I think that really helped me a lot to solve my initial problems.
The way you placed
Yeah.
maybe,
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of hidden
yeah.
stories right back
But
at the board.
In the end, it all turned out well. And we're
So
on
that's
great
a win-win.
path. Yeah.
So, how do you guys actually think apart from this project? What's your next step is going to be apart from expansion and the Aquivio's current production line?
I mean, I'm truly grateful for the amazing people that we've been working together with, and now that we're scaling, of course, manufacturing in order to satisfy the market demand. We are having now an advisory board that also has Henrik von Schiel, a world recognized thinker and leader, a futurist that advises many governments around the world, helping us with this whole scaling of the manufacturing, logistics, infrastructure setup. However, what really intrigues me is the untapped potential that we are now doubling down this year. And this is the research on the actual water technology, which means we are now utilizing the previous studies, from which there's 3 peer-reviewed studies on the water treatment, that we want to now research even further with the quality of life programs, with the sports research centers here in the region that really focus so much on I would say, these advanced aspects of life quality and athletes' performance, which are again only given because of this great initiative and the vision towards the future. So I would have never believed in the first place that so fast we can become
But you
industrial.
kept on going.
But we made this happen.
Yes.
So now I can only imagine what is possible, because now my eyes are open now and they cannot be closed anymore. And I know
Yes.
in this region, with the right partners and the right governments and research institutions, we can really make a contribution to humanity. And pursuing this gives you so much power and so much energy every day, despite the lack of sleep. It is really fun and awesome. And I can't wait.
You should drink some of the water.
We will, certainly.
So thank you so much. I think that's all for today. We'll just wrap it around. And few last words if you want to give, like in 3 words, you can explain what Aquivio is.
Okay. So our mission is to get people to drink less from single-use plastics, and the way
This is glass.
this is glass.
This is much better.
There was the this is much better. And the way we do that is by creating a machine that's like a water dispenser and a supplement store combined, and we provide this like these functional drinks that are tasty, completely customizable, and super nutritious, and get people to start willingly be more environmentally friendly instead of just telling them, hey, no, like stop buying this or like recycle. Yeah, so that's
It is a way to stay hydrated.
Yeah,
with helping the
exactly.
nature as well, right?
And yeah, I mean, helping the entire value chain, make the facility operator have a way to generate revenues and data, while of course creating healthier beverages directly produced at the spot, and at the same time, of course, by saving plastic waste and making the beverages at point of use also having the waste reduction.
Definitely, that's really a great cause. And that's all. Thank you so much, Daniel, and thank you so much, Joe, for giving us the time and giving us the insight about what you guys do. It was lovely
Absolute
talking to
pleasure.
you.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Thank you.